Newark, New York. Cops are trying to get him. I don't blame him. I'm sitting. Yeah. Take a cool walk down the path here. This place is amazing. I do this every Tuesday morning. There's this side with the bridge. It's where the bridge goes over. Right over the canal. Flowers. That's also always nice. Wonder how them blackberries are doing. Hopefully them things are getting nice. We shall see. See who comes in and who doesn't. We've got ways to charge up and stuff today, so I can do more than one stream. The same. They could do so much with this place, man. The town or county ought to freaking force the owners to do something instead of letting them sell those places like that. Continually just sell them over and over again. Yeah, like they definitely watch, but they just don't do anything. That's the problem. They don't do anything for the normal crowd of people. Some more flowers. Beautiful blue sky. That stuff worth it. Can't go wrong with that. I usually sit down here by the canal until it's time to go. Nobody around here. Pretty early in the morning. I had a live stream last Tuesday. I had a small live stream last Tuesday out in the city before I even came out. I didn't do that this time around because I've been out here. Walking down the path, morning live stream. Beautiful morning. Bright blue sky. Cool foliage. Can't complain about that. Ooh, looks like that tree may have been hit by lightning or something. That's a bummer. Not good when things get hit. There's a berry bush. Yep, they're starting to grow. They're not anywhere near ready yet, but well, those are yummy when you can eat them. Good old blackberries. I know people that used to make pies out of them things when I was a kid. Let's see if there are any more around. Usually more of them bad boys up this way. What is that, a wild daisy over there? It looks like it. I can't quite tell. It's cool looking. It's cool flowers. You can check out the shadow off the water. That's pretty neat. I always like to catch the sky and whatnot off the water. It just looks cool. Get too close. What is that flower? It is a wild daisy. I'll be danged. See if I can get right up close to it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty neat. That's pretty steep right there. Don't want to damage any of the foliage. Be careful. Thank you for the like and Welcome, everybody. It's just a morning live stream. Just walking down one of the canal paths in Newark. Yep. More blackberry vines back there. Those things are all amazing tasting. Can't wait until those things are ripe enough to eat. And I used to walk this every day. I don't do it as much now. There's some cool little wooded area. Check that out. It's all good. I've only been on here for 5 minutes. Part of the Erie Canal Trail right here. That's some of the nature areas. Small little daisy. I think those are pretty cool. Excuse me. That's the other side of the canal there. It's hard to see over there. That's over there. There's usually a lot of blackberries coming in. And you can tell they at least using some sort of lawnmower to get some of this stuff to go down. See? Got all that freaking wild wheat growing. It's pretty cool. That stuff's everywhere. Oof. Something smells pretty strong through here. I don't know what it is. Wow, it's strong. See if this one area is still accessible, man. Half the time they've made it so you can't even get down. A lot of these places. This one I've been able to get down most times. Thankfully, there ain't nobody down here that I can see. Look in the camera. Okay, no, I don't see nobody. It's crazy. I can see through the camera better than I can. Whoa. Actual real life. Hey. Made it. I gotta set the phone down for 1 second here. Be right back with y'all. Man, this area, man, that thing is wanting to be weird. Sorry about that, everybody. See if I can't find a way maybe to set this up here in a minute. Oh my God. No. Oh, really? One of these ones. One of those types of people that's going to say dumb things, huh? It's alright if I keep seeing weird things like that. I know how to use the... Some idiot. Big bad wolf, yeah, sure. Trolls. Yeah, I know who it is that was saying me shit like that. Big bad wolf, you think all that? Come face me. You know where I am, obviously. Big bad wolf, that. Fucking trolls. My gosh. Always somebody. You gotta have a morning live stream. There's always somebody in there that's gotta be a troll or act stupid. Make dumbass fucking accounts on YouTube to troll people. So that's why I trace IP addresses. People do that too many times. Just hide them from the channel, man. It's crazy. Negativity. Somebody calling me the big bad wolf. What? Because you don't like having people accountable? Yeah. Too bad, folks. Don't be dumbass narcissist, man. It really isn't worth it. Life's too short for that shit. Good morning to the 5 hours that are here. Much appreciated. It's just a Tuesday live stream, morning live stream. In nature for a few hours, away from the vibes of a bunch of weird people. Well, I come to nature, get away from too many human vibes. I was gonna try to get a shot of the sunlight earlier, folks, but it already had come up before I could even get off the buses. Like from one town to the next. That's how quick it is here anymore. I do think I've got enough sunrise or whatever shorts on the channel that people may get sick of that, so I'm not gonna keep doing that. Y'all have any ideas of like a nature and places you'd like to see, even around Wayne County or wherever? Say something. Leave a comment about it. I've been thinking about going and doing some of it because waterfalls and stuff like that at some point. I will just have to ensure that I'm not going to be bothered by police thinking that, well, I'm doing drugs and all this other stuff because of this and that, or I'm unhoused or something. Just going there for a couple days. So I would have to plan it ahead. I know there's some pretty cool places in Ontario County area too, some waterways and whatnot. I'd like to document it for the channel. It's kind of set up as a live stream like this right now on purpose. You can even see the moss right there in nature too. It's kind of what the channel is somewhat about, is like nature. I used to do a lot of gaming videos, but they just never got the views. Like a gaming video would stop at like at 100 views at one point, and then I would when I first started out doing the retro gaming and retro computers and game consoles, that was the first name my YouTube channel was under. One of my Dell laptop repair fail at times got over 14,000 views in like an hour's time. Yeah, I keep speeding with those motorcycles. That's why I don't have any kind of sympathy for people that drive those things. You speed around, you pop wheelies, you do all this unsafe crap around everyone else is driving, and then you want to go play victim. Oh, you got to watch out for bikers. No, yeah. You need to learn to be able to go with the flow of traffic and not cut people off and all that shit all the time. I ain't trying to hear all that. I've been to several states and several counties, and a lot of these bikers are ruining it for themselves. You're going out there and you're popping wheelies in the middle of streets. You know, when there are, 6, 7 o'clock at night, when there's still people everywhere. You're doing that. I ain't gonna feel sorry for people doing stuff like that. You speed, you do stupid things, you deserve everything you get. I have no sympathy for that. I don't call it an accident when people are distracting themselves from driving. I call it a wreck. Two different things. An accident is something you don't mean to do. In other words, you don't sit there and you get distracted by a phone and shit and drive and call it an accident, because that isn't really an accident, because you're already distracting yourself. That's crazy. Yeah, these people with these motorcycles are more dangerous than ever. I'm telling you, you hear them all over the place, in cities and towns, and then they sit around playing victim. Oh, boo-hoo me. Well, stop doing wheelies and shit. Especially and running red lights. I've seen a ton of that. That's unsafe. I want to know who the hell this idiot is. I'll pin that shit and then it'll be troll. There, pin that one. Trolls like attention, they can get attention. That's crazy, people doing that. Especially this early in the morning. Troll somebody's live stream like that. Only one that said anything yet. Oddly enough. Very strange, some people are. I wonder if I can put that over here. I bet you I can make that look better. Come on. Definitely doing some experimenting with the live streaming, trying to find out the best times when people are online or when people are actually on and want to check things out for real. You never really know with live streaming sometimes. Hello, how are you? Good day. Just a little live stream in nature, that's what I'm here doing. Not sure if you can hear me because of how the mic is. Thanks for stopping by. It's just a live stream in nature, so I might not be talking through the whole thing here and there. I do tend to think that YouTube doesn't really know how to tell you the true amount of people in lives either, because of I have noticed that with their live updating, it doesn't seem to always work. Normally, I don't like to troll trolls on my own YouTube channel, but when people you get up on there on purpose and say things to try to gaslight, that's why I just pin their comment and let everybody else read it. It's the best way to do it. You don't have to fight with them or anything. I love the sound of those birds early in the morning. Can't even see what that says. Yeah, I try not to get into the brain rots personally, like reality TV shows and stuff. Yeah, I'm not really into that kind of stuff. And I don't mind doing some things like reviews of like older computers and stuff to see how they will like run some of your newer softwares, depending on if it's like, especially old 32-bit computers. I used to love installing things like Windows 10 on a 32-bit computer just to show people it can be done. But yeah, I've switched more over to nature. It's less energy. I've noticed there's less toxic energy around nature than there are a lot of people. Like Trish here is saying, yeah, that's a valid point. Those people get thousands of views. Yeah, they do. Crazy enough. Yeah, a lot of them get, these freaking so-called, the First Amendment auditors that are out there. I mean, there's a couple of them that actually do things right, but, a lot of them are doing things just for views, too. And it's like, they're sitting there telling you, no, we're doing it for change. Well, then you don't have to be making like $40,000-$50,000 a month, because that's what some of these YouTubers that don't even have 250,000 subscribers can make over 40 grand a month. It all depends on your views and ad revenue. That's really, my channel really isn't, I've never been about all that stuff. You got to have 1,000 subscribers, and you've got to have like, well, I think it's like 2,000 to 3,000 watch hours per month just to be monetized. That's not why I do YouTube. A lot of people do it for that. I'm still here. I'm just going to set it back down. This is probably most of the view. I'll move it around here and there, but money, yeah, I'm not really one to care about somebody's monetary value and how much they're worth. You're not taking that monetary value to the grave. That's whatever about all that. That's all I got to say about it. That's one of the things that most people worry about too much, honestly. Monetary this, monetary that. What the hell is this person worth? Who cares? You're going to be worth nothing when you pass on. None of us are. Don't want that. I'll try to pick that stuff up when I see it. That shit can hurt you. And you have a lovely day too. Be safe for sure. Appreciate you tuning in and watching. At least you know I ain't on YouTube to be making money. That's not why I do it. A lot of people use it for monetization, which that's fine. Content creators have that right. I don't mind it. I'm not here for all that. My channel would never even grow over maybe 1,000 if I'm ever lucky anyway. I mean, that stuff's crazy to think about. And most of the ways that YouTube and Google and all of them use to monetize your content is through ads through alcohol and drug companies, and I do not agree with any of that. I put that right in my part of it's already in the description of the channel. I'm still gonna finish that. Put it in there like no controlled of any kind. I don't want any of that advertising on my videos. I try to put it in the video description. That way YouTube sees it too. I may do another live stream later on today too, down the road. Depends where I decide to go and stay for the day. I won't be around people, that's for sure. Around other people and having drama and arguments and shit start. Nope. Keep that in your own house away. I'm not going to be part of it. I will not be a part of it. People want to cause toxic, they can do it away from me, man. 51 years old, I'm too old to be hanging around toxic energy. Another cigarette. That'll help. Go ahead and get the shot for a minute. I don't see as many beer cans as there used to be down here. There's a couple, but that's it. People used to come down here with 30 racks all the time, man, and just drink until they were. There are a lot of maple trees around here. A lot of them. Same as Tompkins County, they have a lot of them there too. I've been to Binghamton in years. Maybe I ought to try to go there and get some shots of like the Shenango River or something. I remember a year after I left Binghamton, they got flooded by that river pretty bad for some time. That was insane. Some old stuff of Cuba Lake and Taconic Falls and shit like that from Ithaca. Still more there. I could go get Cascadilla Gorge and a few of the others, Fall Creek, Cascadilla Creek, all of it. Things are expensive down there, though. Hotels and everything in Ithaca, ooh, not cheap. That's why I ended up having to come back up this way from Ithaca because of a certain person's family was making threats and all this other stuff. Come to find out they're an actual convicted sex offender too. Like, great, yeah, not kind of people I want to be around. But anyway, brought me and my then significant other back here, back to Wayne County to DSS, and that was March 29th. That was 3 years, 2 months, and I don't know the exact, but 13 days from now exactly will be 3 years, 3 months that I was brought back to Wayne County. And then they tried to not help me, said, well, you had to go back to Rochester because Cold Blue is over and this and that and everything else is over. Come to find out that shit's all policy. There's no laws about it. I wasn't put on this earth to follow everybody's rules because they don't like whatever behaviors that they're seeing from somebody. All that policies are is trying to take away people's individualism, just like the freaking Common Core education system. It's the same kind of thing. The dude that invented that is in the Epstein files. I don't even know how many times. Kill individuality. You don't even teach people how to tell time or even count their own friggin' money. And you call it an education. That's more like meat grinder mentality, led around by the nose. That's all that shit is. Says there's no viewers. Sometimes I'll pick it up like that and it'll do different stuff. Have a lovely day. Yep. As long as I'm in nature, I'm pretty sure that'll happen. Usually a day in nature is a pretty decent day, in my opinion. Jake break. Yeah. 35 minutes. Yeah, that's a good enough live stream, y'all. I'll be back later. Be safe.